Hello, and thank you for watching Forward, the television show exclusively for your Mississippi State University College of Education. I'm Paige Watson, our communications specialist, and later on today's episode, you'll hear from one of our more notable alumni, former MSU quarterback Tyson Lee. And to start today, I couldn't think of anyone better to have than our dean, Dr. Richard Blackbourn. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Paige. Thank you.
Good. Well, the College of Education has an esteemed history of leadership throughout the MSU campus, and you're now approaching your 13th year as dean, and last year we received one of our best NCATE accreditation reports. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, of course, national accreditation is very important to the College of Education, and it helps us recruit, and it gives us some standards that we can use to better prepare our students. But having a good report, the credit for that goes to our faculty and staff. They work very hard to prepare a good report, to have a good meeting with the team that came in to evaluate us. They deserve all the credit. It's related to their hard work and their professionalism.
Well, great. That's excellent to hear. I know we started the year 2016 with expanding on that success from our NCATE report. So we had Mr. James Patterson, the author, come and speak at December commencement last year. And since then, he has actually doubled his scholarship that he has in the College of Education. And we're one of only 22 universities in the nation that have that scholarship.
Well, that's correct. And of course, everybody knows James Patterson, and one of the noteworthy things about him is that he's willing to use his money to help people. Not everyone's willing to do that.
Yes.
And he has invested in our people, our students, and we're very appreciative. He's very interested in the whole area of literacy, and his generosity is very much appreciated because, as I said, not everybody is willing to use their money to help others. So
Yes.
We're excited about that.
Yes, I work pretty closely in my position with the Patterson Scholars, and they really are doing some wonderful things throughout our community. And in addition to the Patterson Scholarship expansion, our METP scholarship also was able to get expanded this year, and it's now open to more than just elementary education majors, or we're opening it to special and elementary
Especially
now.
in elementary,
Yes,
correct.
So I know the Heron Foundation is very, very supportive of Mississippi State University and the University of Mississippi with that scholarship program. So how important is it that we foster those METP scholars in our College of Education?
Well, first, again, I would thank the Heron Foundation for their generosity. I mean, they have believed in a dream that we had, Dean Rock at Ole Miss and I, and it's not easy to collaborate with another institution, particularly one that sees
Really,
itself as your rival. But we work well together, and we're dedicated to helping the state of Mississippi.
Yeah.
And I think it sent a lot of messages when we would collaborate on a program. But basically, the METP is a program recruiting the elite students into education. They get the top scholarship offered at Mississippi State. They get a study abroad experience. They get some technology.
Yes.
We have meetings between the two universities where our students will go to Oxford and theirs will come here. In fact, we just had one this past week.
Weekend.
And it's a great experience. These students agree to stay in Mississippi to teach a minimum of 5 years, which we think that's going to be longer than that for most people once they set roots down in Mississippi.
Yes.
And that's just got to benefit the students in this state. The more good teachers we get out into the schools, the better it is for this state, period. So we're excited about that program, and fortunately the Heron Foundation is very excited about it, and that's why we've been successful in expanding it.
Awesome. That is so good to hear. I really do think it's going to be key in getting good teachers throughout our state and hopefully, improving our education throughout the state of Mississippi. And a last question for you today. I know you've been in administration and education in almost every area, I feel like, but what would you say is the most rewarding part about being the dean of our college?
That's really an easy one, okay? And that is being able to interact with good people. Like you and like many others in the college, whether that be students, staff, faculty. It's just great to work with good people. It helps you enjoy coming to work when you're working with quality people, and that's what I enjoy the most. I think you go into education because you're a people person,
right? And
I like the people I work with.
Well, we love you too, and we're so thankful for you, Dr. Blackbourn. We'll be back in a few.
Flight. It's driven mankind's dreams for centuries. The ability to soar above the earth, to travel to faraway places, to connect distant points. Manned flights to the moon and space were once the stars for which we reached. Now, unmanned aircraft are the future. At Mississippi State University, our teams are developing unmatched unmanned aircraft systems for an array of critical applications. We're so good at it, the Federal Aviation Administration named MSU the Center of Excellence in the field, asking us to lead the team that's creating the operating regulations for unmanned aircraft systems worldwide. So we're writing the flight plan for an industry that is the future. Our work means better information, more opportunity, and limitless horizons. For you. The sky really is the only limit.
Welcome back. Our second guest on today's episode is our former MSU quarterback, Tyson Lee. How are you doing, Tyson?
Great, Paige. Thanks so much for letting me be here.
Oh, of course, anytime. We're very, very proud of you and all of your accomplishments that you've had as alumni. And most people don't know this, but you actually have 2 degrees from Mississippi State. You started with a bachelor's in secondary education, and then you got your master's in sports studies.
That's exactly right.
So what made you choose those degrees?
Well, growing up, sports were a big part of my life, and not only sports, but teachers, and I felt like teachers had the opportunity to make an impact on the lives of students. And so for me, growing up, I had a lot of good teachers that really impacted me while I was in school, but now as I look back on my life, they kind of had long-lasting impact on me now. Yeah. And so I wanted to get into a career field where I would have the opportunity to impact students. And for me, science was something that I enjoyed, my favorite class, even here at Mississippi State, was human anatomy. I just loved the body and learning about the body, and so I started out in biology, and I think my dream was to be a human anatomy and physiology teacher. But beneath that was because I wanted just to be able to impact students, help them find their career paths, and really help them find what they enjoy.
Yes, well, you are certainly impacting students and adults alike on the Mississippi State campus. I know you've been very, very active in our Fellowship of Christian Athletes chapter here at Mississippi State. Tell us a little about your involvement in that chapter.
Yeah, so when I worked with FCA, I was a campus representative, and so pretty much my job, I would be on campus, I would meet and mentor a lot of the student athletes from freshmen all the way up to their senior year. And I really just get to know their lives, who they are, their family situations, because college athletics it's just a lot. And so giving them the opportunity to talk about things that weren't necessarily related to sports, I think it allowed them to just have a relaxing time because their days are so full, their days are so just hard. And I felt like me being able to get away in my office somewhere off campus just to talk about things other than sports, I really feel like that made it good for them. And I was able to reach out to some of the local high schools. So living here in Starkville, but also being able to go to different high schools and speak to them about my faith, which is really important. It was something that I really found a lot of joy doing.
Well, that is incredible that you were able to do that here at Mississippi State where you played football. So what was your experience like as a student athlete?
Oh, it was so hard.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, it was great though. I think now I'm married, I have 2 little boys now, and being a student athlete taught me so much about life. Now I feel like a lot of the life lessons, a lot of the things that I learned then, I've been able to carry over into my life now.
Yes.
But it was hard, going to class, going to study hall, going to practice, watching film. I was telling somebody this week that it was almost like a 4 a.m., 5 a.m. till midnight all the time. Wow. But as I look back, it was so good for me, you know. It's really helped me now in this season of life, and specifically with hard work and discipline. Those are two of the things I know that I've carried over into my career now. So looking back, it was hard, but it was really good.
Well, now you're back on the MSU campus and you're serving as a coordinator for the Bulldog Club.
Yes.
So our last episode, we featured Ms. Trish Canetto, our Director of
Yes.
Development, and she talked about giving and how it's so important to make your impact at Mississippi State, to help support the foundation. So what do you see as areas of needs, and what do you get to do in your new position at Mississippi State?
That's a great question. You know, I get to really travel and see Mississippi State people. You know, and what's really neat is we have people who graduated from Mississippi State. We have people who were just impacted by Mississippi State but didn't even come to school here. And so I get to spend time in their office. Even yesterday, I was up close to Corinth, Mississippi, and I get to see people on their job, you know. And so one of the things that I really enjoy doing is going into people's professional work, asking them what they do, how they got there, what have they learned, and then I get to tell them about Mississippi State, ways that they can give back, and needs that we have on campus, and really opportunities that they have to give money that'll meet current needs that we have in the Bulldog Club. Or, you know, we do a lot of work with the foundation. Just any needs that we have on Mississippi State's campus, we want to find ways to meet those.
Well, it sounds like your experience as a student athlete, your experience in the College of Ed has more than prepared you for that position now that you have.
So. I hope so.
We're very, very glad to have you back in Starkville, and I can't let you go today without asking. Every time I look on social media, I've been seeing nothing but lovely rolls.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about this endeavor that you have going with your wife.
So my wife and I, on the way back from the beach last summer, we started a cinnamon roll business.
Yes.
And Krista, my wife, we've got two little boys, and she was wanting to stay home with the boys. And so we were on our way back, and she loves to cook, and people loved her cinnamon rolls. And so last name is Lee, and we love each other. So hey, it was perfect,
rolls.
right?
There you go.
But we started last summer, and things are just going great. We do cinnamon rolls, and we actually do pumpkin rolls too.
Wow.
And so it's been fun. I call it my hobby and my other job. So this morning we were up at 4 and we baked. And then I got my nice clothes on and came to my real job.
Came to your real job,
But it's been wonderful.
Well, what's a way we can contact you about that? You're on Twitter and Instagram?
Yes,
What's your name?
my personal Twitter is Tyson P. Lee.
Okay.
And then my Instagram is the same, Tyson P. Lee. And then our Instagram and Facebook is Lovely, L-O-V-E-L-E-E Rolls, R-O-L-L-S.
Awesome.
So you can follow us and like us on there. And
I can't wait. I'll be honest, I haven't gotten to try them yet.
I should have brought some this morning.
It's okay. I'm looking forward to trying that out. But we're so proud of you. We're glad to have you back at Mississippi State doing what you love. And I can't wait to see, where the future takes you. And you're our first alumni featured. So thank you again for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We appreciate it. As always, you can follow the Mississippi State University College of Education on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And you can check out our newly designed website, educ.msstate.edu, and find more information there. Thank you so much for watching.